legacy? What is one thing to remember when I'm gone? So I guess that's more you, because
Because I'm the old one here.
Cut that out.
Welcome to a special Mother's Day edition of Cocktails with Kate.
I'm Kate.
And I'm her mom.
And today I have some questions, some topics to talk about that will hopefully spark light on the mother-daughter relationship or mother-child relationship, to kind of honor all of the moms out there. There's lots of different types of moms. So whatever kind of mom you are, dog mom, stepmom, mom of loss, anything, this video is for you. We want to honor all of the moms. There's so many different types, and they all deserve to be have special attention on Mother's Day.
I love that. Good job.
Thanks.
All right, so Caitlin's got some questions.
Yep.
All
So
right.
when I was growing up, what is your fondest memory of when I was little?
Obviously there's so many memories, but there is a memory that sticks out in my mind and I don't even remember the circumstances, but I remember you had your little pink rain boots on, you had a little pink rain jacket to match, and you were just sploshing through it was the first house. I bought my first house when I was 18. It was the first house it was the house that we brought you home from the hospital to. And that house will always hold a special place in my heart because of that, because it was Caitlin's first house. And, it was a big milestone for me. But I just remember you splashing through the puddles in those little pink rain boots. And I don't know why that sticks out, but that one sticks out.
I love that because
Yeah.
I have the same memories of
Yeah?
our daughter.
Oh, yeah,
She is going to.
Yes.
Yes. I think that's special too, because our daughter loves rain, loves to splash in the puddles. Both of our kids do.
Yeah.
So I hope that I have the same memory when I'm a grandma.
Yeah. Gigi.
of
I don't like
kids.
the grandma word.
Yes.
It's Gigi.
All right. I think from my childhood, I think beach vacations.
Which is funny because you were always literally homesick when we would leave for the beach. She literally would get sick when we would leave home or when we would go to the beach.
Yeah.
To the point where we almost didn't go because it was just like, gosh, we're going to have to deal with Caitlin in a vomit bag in the back of the beach.
But I chilled out.
Yeah.
It took like a day each trip, but I was fine. It was good. And it was just, we were together. Y'all didn't have work. We didn't have any kind of responsibilities. Me as a child didn't have.
Yeah.
But we were all just playing in the ocean, playing in the sand, building sand castles, just very present.
Oh gosh, we even went during the winter time. We went to the beach all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's always been a great little place.
Yeah.
What's the best advice that I ever gave you and you ever gave me?
I don't know if it's advice. I think probably one of the things that I've learned from you is who cares what people think?
Yep.
Yeah. Just be your own person. It doesn't matter what people think of you. Because I was always I had to have everything tied up in a perfect bow, and I had to make sure that my outward appearance matched what societal norms expected them to be. And Caitlin has definitely taught me that who cares? If they like you, they like you. If they don't, they don't. It doesn't matter.
So it's funny because my thing that I ever learned from you is also who cares, but it's you. I feel like growing up, you always said, I hope you have a daughter that's just like you. And I do. She gives me a run for my money. But I love it because she doesn't back down.
Yeah.
She's not gonna lay down for anyone, myself included. She is strong-willed. She knows what she wants. She's gonna fight for it. She's gonna work for it. She's going to move mountains. And I think that that's something I learned from you.
Yeah.
To not back down.
Yeah.
And to stand your ground. What you believe in is worth fighting for.
Yeah.
And you do it.
I was going to say best advice I ever gave her was to be her own person. So,
yep.
Yeah.
If we could go back to one day in my childhood, which day would you pick?
Back to one day in your childhood. I don't think that there is a single day that I would go back to and change anything. I think that as parents, we do the best we can, and we make mistakes. We don't always get it right. Not every day is going to be the best day, but
Yep.
we live and learn and we grow because of the imperfect days. So I don't know that I would go back and change anything.
I definitely try to, like with our children, I try to be cognizant of that. Who sings it? Rodney Atkins. You're gonna miss this.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know
don't
who
know. I don't
I don't
know.
know
I
who
don't
sings
either.
it. Maybe I'm wrong with Rodney Atkins, but it just talks about, yeah, they're little now, but they're not going to be this little forever. You're not going to be going through this. So I always am really cognizant, or try to be, of I'm not going to get this day back. I'm not going to get this moment back. And our kids are super little still, but there's already days where I'm like, oh, if I could just have that newborn snuggle nap one more time. Like if I could just,
Mm-hmm.
so I try and soak up all of those moments. And I
Mm-hmm.
think I do a really good
Yeah.
job.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess that's a really good way to look at it. If I could go back to all of your lasts
Yeah.
and know that it was going to be
Right.
your last.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a good one.
And that'll hit you as a mom
Yeah.
because you're like, oh, like
Yeah.
you read stuff on social media and you're like, I didn't even realize
Yeah.
that I'm missing that. But I do. I miss that part.
Yeah.
I miss that one little moment or whatever. So it's important to be appreciative for all of the time with your kids and all the time with your parents, I think.
Yep.
All right. Identity beyond being a mom. So this is something that I struggle with because I stay at home with our kids. So it took me a long time to get to the point where I felt like a person outside of being a mom to our kids. But I think that I've started baking. I have a friend group that I can hang out with. I have started becoming a wife again, started becoming a friend again, becoming a daughter again. Like
Yeah.
I am.
And this is good. This is a good question because because you had dreams and aspirations before you got
Yeah.
married, before you had kids, you had dreams and aspirations. And I've always told Caitlin, your identity cannot be you're their mom.
Yep.
You are a person outside of being their mom. And you can't pigeonhole yourself into your whole identity being your mom because one day those kids aren't going to need you as much. And if your whole identity is being their mom, what's that day going to look like? So that's good to hear you to say.
And I think it's normal that it takes a while and especially us, we had our kids back to back kind of. So I feel like we got out of the newborn phase, but then we were having another newborn. So I feel like it's normal to take a little bit, but it definitely starts to settle down and you start to settle into something and you do start finding other things that can fulfill you and you realize it doesn't have to be just.
Yeah. And Caitlin is a mom at a time where it's more, I'm not going to say acceptable, it's always been acceptable, but more feasible, I think, to be a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
When I had Caitlin, it was not a possibility. I had to work. We had to have two incomes. There was no other option. So I think it's easier. And when the mom is working outside of the house, it's easier to have that identity. And I've always been on a career trajectory, and I'm at the point now where I've reached my ultimate goal of that career trajectory. So it was always this is my life as a mom. This is how I'm going to raise my children. These are the things that are important to me as a mom, but these are also the things that are important to me in my career, and I have to prioritize those things as well.
Yeah.
That was a good question.
We're gonna switch a little bit and make it a little bit lighthearted.
Thank God.
If you could be any animal mom, what species would you choose and why?
So I think it's either a bear, mama bear, or a lion, because I think that they're kind of very like I think of it's a meme that I sent you not too long ago of the lion standing behind her cub, and it's just like, listen, I'm going to let my child be what they're going to be. I am not going to stand in front of them. I am not going to get in their way, but I am always there. And I'm always going to make sure that they are taken care of, they are protected, and I dare you to do something.
Yeah. Those kind of lions and things, the mom is the protector of the cubs.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of species that the dad is the protector.
Humans
And
included.
my husband is very protective. Don't get me wrong. He is amazing, but I will fight someone. How has your approach to parenting changed over the years?
I don't think it's necessarily changed. My approach to parenting has always been, how can I give you the tools and the guidance for you to be able to make your own decisions and be your own person? I've never, although of course there are times as a mom where you have to say, this, you have to do this and you have to do it because I said so. But as a general rule, my parenting approach has always been, how can I make you be the best that you can be, and what tools and guidance can I give you? And I don't think that's changed. I think that you're at a place in your life where I give you less guidance, but I'm still always going to give you guidance. That's always been my approach. That's always going to be my approach. Now, if you ask, how has my approach changed from being a parent, from being a mom to a Gigi, that's a totally different approach.
It is.
Yeah.
Sure is.
Yeah. But I don't think my approach to parenting has changed.
I think you've used the term guidance, and I don't necessarily disagree with guidance, but I think it's gone from guidance to advice.
Okay.
I think that you used to guide me into making decisions that maybe you thought were the best, but now you've recognized that I can make that decision myself.
Fair. Yeah, that's fair.
And I can take my own individual circumstance that I'm in and take what your opinion would be or what you would think or you would do. But if I go a completely opposite direction, you're not going to be upset with me.
Right.
You're not going to you're still going to support me, and you're just going to be like, okay, well, that was what was best for you in that circumstance, and that's fine.
Right.
But I think that's because, when you're little, your parents have to be like, no, that is not going to work out well for you, so we're not going to do it.
Yeah.
But as an adult, you can be like, well, I mean, I don't think that that's the best option, but if you feel like that, then go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, so our last question is legacy. What is one thing that you hope I remember when you're gone?
Hopefully what I've taught you while I'm here is that you are loved, you are your own person, you don't need anybody else to complete you because you're a whole already.
Yeah, that's great advice.
That's it.
All right. So, whatever kind of mom you are, go give your loved ones an extra squeeze, spend some extra time with them, talk for longer on the phone, and just remember that you are extremely special, you're very loved, you're very appreciated, and what you're doing as a mom, whatever kind you are, matters. And your journey is just beginning in a lot of ways. So go call your mom.
Or your daughter.
And thank her.
And have a happy Mother's Day.
Bye.
Till next time.